Hello there everybody, it is me Leo and welcome back to another video. So today's video is a very special one because it is the start of something new. I'm so excited to finally get started with my brand new series called the SimDew Valley Legacy Challenge for The Sims 4. If you guys know me, you would know how obsessed I am with anything related to simulation games, and that includes farming games. I grew up with Harvest Moon. I have grown to love Stardew Valley over the past couple of years that I've been playing it, so I thought this would be the perfect time to do a Stardew Valley Legacy Challenge inspired in The Sims 4. Now that we have seasons, I thought that this would be the perfect time for it. Also, before we move forward, I have to give you guys a quick disclaimer. There is currently a thunderstorm outside my house, so if you guys can hear all of that lightning and thunder happening, please bear with me. I just wanted to record this as soon as possible because I want to get your guys' feedback on the challenge. Also, there's a lot of traffic. It's been raining really hard, so you guys can probably hear all of that noise, so apologize for that. Hopefully you guys will bear with me. But moving forward, as mentioned earlier, the challenge is going to be called the SimDew Valley Legacy Challenge, and basically it's going to involve three key things. One is farming, obviously, for obvious reasons. Secondly, it's going to involve a lot of gathering and collecting. And thirdly, it's going to involve a lot of relationship building, which I believe are the core goals and ideals of the game Stardew Valley itself. So I really thought that that would have been really fun to try to emulate in The Sims 4. Also, for the challenge itself, I did not come up with a challenge. I actually found a couple of Stardew Valley inspired challenges for The Sims 4 online, and basically what I did is I kind of just combined all of those different challenges to create my own unique spin for this particular SimDew Valley Legacy Challenge. So holy crap, that was a really loud thunder. Oh, you know what? You know what? Let's just go on with it. You know, let's pretend like nothing's happening. Let's pretend like the world isn't ending. Well, it really isn't. I'm just overreacting. But anyway, let's see. What was I talking about? Okay, so like I said, this challenge is going to be a combination of a couple of different challenges. I've looked at the SimDew Valley Challenge by Titchery on Sims Community and the Stardew Valley Inspired Legacy Challenge by Riz Brando on Mod The Sims. So basically, I'm going to be taking some rules from those from those challenges I've mentioned. I'm getting a little bit choked up here, I don't even know. But yeah, I'm going to be taking different rules and different concepts from those challenges that I mentioned earlier. And I'm also going to be adding some twists of my own as well, some little plot twists, just to make it a little bit more interesting and a little bit more, I guess, challenging as well. So now that you guys have known a little bit about the challenge, of course, I'm going to be talking about the rules when we get to the challenge itself, but of course, before we get there, I had to recreate the entire world of Stardew Valley for myself in The Sims 4. I know that sounds a little bit ambitious, but I feel like we can do it. I've already worked things out. I already have a schedule of what I want to release and what I want to build and when I'm going to be releasing them, and basically it's going to go a little bit something like this. So except for this first video, which is going to come out sometime during the weekend, I will be releasing all of the builds every weekday, every day on a daily basis, except weekends. I can't commit on the weekends because that would just be way too intimidating for me, but you guys can look forward to daily speed builds every weekdays for the next 5 weeks or so, because I'm looking at over 24 speed builds for this challenge. So before we even start the Let's Play challenge, I'm gonna be kind of overcoming a challenge of my own, because of course I'm going to be doing the speed builds, which is, of course, as a builder, I just had to do it. I'll also be creating the Sims as well, all of the residents and villagers of Stardew Valley, but I don't think I'm going to be making videos on all of those because I'm going to be focusing a lot more on the builds, and that's already taking up most of my time, or most of my free time, so you guys can look forward to that. But basically, all of the builds, I'm gonna try to make them as screen accurate as possible. I'm just gonna look at what exists in Stardew Valley, and I'm gonna copy every detail as much as I can given what is possible in The Sims 4. Of course, I can't copy everything 100%, but I'm gonna try to be as accurate as I can. So I'm looking at proportions, I'm looking at colors, I'm looking at different decor and different, you know, little details, because this Stardew Valley itself is very character based, like it's very character centered, so there's a lot of like minute little details that really speak about the different characters in their homes, so I'm really keeping that in mind. And yeah, I think the last thing that I want to talk to you guys about, once again, apologies if you guys can hear all of that thunder happening outside, but for the speed builds that I'm gonna be doing specifically for the SimDew Valley Legacy challenge, it's gonna have a slightly different format. Basically, I'm not gonna be doing video tours at the end, you know, unlike what I normally do in my regular speed builds, because I feel like I'm gonna be able to showcase the house just as well using screenshots, plus that would be the more pragmatic and time efficient option. So it's gonna be screenshots at the end, so it's gonna have slightly different format, but I think it's fine. I don't think that's such a big a deal, because I think once I've finished all of the houses and all of the world itself, I will actually make sort of like a trailer video showcasing the world itself with all the characters living in their homes and stuff like that. So it's gonna be peachy. Now, I don't think I'm gonna upload the individual builds as of yet. I'm not planning to upload them. I might change my mind though, but basically my plan is to finish everything and then just upload everything in one gigantic save file with like 24 houses plus all of the Sims. I'm still debating, because I also kind of wanna you know, upload just the individual houses for anybody who's interested, but I don't know, we'll see. If I do decide to upload, you guys can find everything in my origin. So my username is Amitaliri, but I think it's gonna be much easier for you guys to just search using the hashtag XFreezerBunnyX. Or for this challenge in particular, I'm gonna have 3 different hashtags. So the official hashtag for this challenge is going to be the hashtag SimDew Valley Legacy. Okay, and then for the builds, it's going to be the hashtag SimDew Valley Legacy Builds, and for the characters, it's going to be the hashtag SimDew Valley Legacy Sims. Okay, hashtag SimDew Valley Legacy Sims. I will also link everything in the description, but I don't think I'm going to be uploading anything this soon, maybe like when we're halfway done or something. I don't know, I just do not have time for that. But those are the official hashtags. I'm gonna put them in the description, so just so you guys can just copy paste them. If I can put links, I will also put links as well. But I think I have said everything I wanted to say for like in terms of just the challenge in general. So let's actually go on and talk about this build itself, which, as I mentioned earlier, is Grandpa's Farm. I'm not sure if I've told you guys already. I was like, you know what, I wonder what I should call this. It's either like Grandpa's Farm or like Abandoned Farm, but I thought that Grandpa's Farm would be like a more appropriate name. But yeah, it's essentially like the farm when you first come to it. So there's literally nothing to it. It's like one giant empty lot with like a little house in one corner, but there's so much space for farming, which I'm pretty sure isn't really necessary. As much as farming has been improved in The Sims 4, I don't think you need this much space for farming. Plus, we can't even keep like farm animals, so I don't even know what you guys or what we're gonna do with like all of this space. But you know, it is what it is. I tried to make sure to, you know, be accurate to, you know, the game as much as I can. So I just tried my best to make it look, you know, as authentic as possible. So yeah, I think, you know, maybe as we progress into the Let's Play, when we get there, maybe we can add like a barn or something and just leave it empty, or maybe put a cow plant in it or something, I don't know. But yeah, I just tried my best to copy the house itself. Despite the fact that this is a relatively empty property, it actually costs, I believe, somewhere around the region of 40,000 simoleons, so it's quite a hefty price tag for, you know, such a small house. I mean, I guess the lot makes it, you know, pretty big. I guess there's a lot of room to expand and stuff, but yeah, I'm just trying to include some key areas right here, like Grandpa's grave. I also will be placing in a lake at some point, or like a little pond, and I think that I've also placed in like some areas for the dog as well. So that is that. I believe you can actually engrave like engravings on the tomb, so you know, when you move into here, you can just click on the tomb and just say whatever you want. Maybe like RIP Grandpa, or like I love you forever, thanks for giving me your farm, or something like that. But yeah, this is like the little area for the dog where it has his little water bowl, and yeah, I just tried my best to make it look like how it looks in Stardew Valley. And yeah, let's see here, what else can I talk about? Like, if you guys have any suggestions on the rules and stuff, feel free to let me know, because I am still open to suggestions. It's still very much a work in progress, and I'd love to hear what you guys think. That's why I'm scrambling to get this video up as soon as possible on the channel, because I want to get as much input from you guys as possible. Also, check out all of the like all of the challenges that I mentioned earlier, like Titcheries on the SimDew Valley challenge, and also the Stardew Valley Inspired Legacy challenge by Riz Brando. I will actually link those in the description as well for you guys to look at it and see what else we can add to the challenge as well. So yeah, I had a really hard time finding the pond, so I took quite a lot of time actually finding it. I also considered like putting these toilet equipment or like plumbing fixtures that you can actually craft. You know, you can craft stuff with like the woodworking thing, which is actually quite interesting. I'm thinking of maybe working that into the challenge itself, but I don't think that that's necessarily important or necessary for the challenge. But you know, like, I don't know, we'll see. But you know, I was thinking of using those instead of the like plumbing fixtures that I put earlier. But in the end, I actually did some changes to this house. Like, instead of using the original plumbing fixtures that I originally put, I actually changed those into the cheapest ones, I believe. Same goes for the kitchen equipment, like the kitchen appliances. I also changed those to the cheapest one. I didn't even think about those when I was first trying to build this, because I was just like, you know what, this looks really rustic and woodsy, I think I might be able to use this. But yeah, I ended up changing those off camera. Also, I put like a free seed packet as well, just to start off your sim with actually having something. And I think I also put like a treasure chest somewhere in front of the house. You guys will be able to see it a little bit later on, but it looks like this build is actually coming up to an end. I feel like I rambled through most of it, but I hope I got through all of the things that I wanted to say. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up my commentary right here. As always, if you guys want to support the channel, please don't forget to hit that like, favorite, and subscribe because it really helps out a lot. You all have an awesome day. Enjoy the rest of the video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.